Have you noticed something a little different at your favorite breakfast spot lately? In this explainer, we're going to dig into a mystery you've probably lived through, but maybe never really thought about.
You walk in, right, ready for your usual. But instead of just yelling your order over the sizzle of the griddle, you're being pointed to a little QR code on the table. So why is the classic no-frills Taiwanese breakfast suddenly going so high-tech?
Well, here's the thing. The answer has almost nothing to do with making things easier for you. It has everything to do with a super fierce, decades-long battle for survival that thousands of shop owners are fighting every single morning.
Okay, first, let's just be clear about what's actually happening here. The simple act of ordering breakfast, a routine we have all done the same way for years, is totally shifting from analog to digital. I mean, just think about it. In just a few short years, we've all become pros at scanning QR codes, racking up digital points, and paying with our phones. You've probably even joined a Line account just to get a discount on soy milk. This isn't just some random trend, you guys. It's a quiet revolution. So why the sudden change? Well, it all boils down to what people in the industry call the $60 survival game. It's this intense pressure to actually make a profit when the average customer, like you or me, spends so little. And to really get the pressure here, you have to understand the sheer level of competition. There are over 19,000 breakfast shops in Taiwan. Let me put that in perspective. That's more than all the 7-Elevens and Family Marts combined. The market is just incredibly saturated. And this isn't a new problem either. The seeds for this were planted way back in the 1980s. You see, shops were influenced by the efficiency of Western fast food, so they built a business model on standardized, mass-produced ingredients. We're talking pre-made egg pancake wrappers, frozen burger patties, you name it. The entire system was designed from day one for low prices and high volume. And this created what we can call the low-margin trap. It's a vicious cycle. Because the competition is so insane, nobody dares to raise their prices. And because the ingredients pass through so many hands from the factory to the shop, the profits just get thinner and thinner at every step. By the end, there's almost nothing left over to invest back into the business. Zhang Wenza, the founder of the famous Zenfang toast, he put it perfectly. He said the profit is often just enough to keep the lights on, and that's about it. There's no extra money for new equipment, for renovations, or even a better salary. It's just a constant struggle to stay afloat. So if you're stuck in this economic trap, how in the world do you break the cycle? Well, the answer, believe it or not, is technology. Look, going digital isn't just some gimmick to look cool. It is a strategic overhaul of the whole business. It streamlines that chaotic morning rush. It cuts down on mistakes from manual orders. It speeds up payments. And this is huge, for the very first time, it gives shop owners actual data about who their customers are and what they like to order. So what's pushing this change right now? Well, it's really two big forces. First, the big chains like Q-Burger and MWDT are going public, and to please investors, they need these sophisticated, data-driven operations. And second, for everyone else, it's just pure survival instinct. It's a strategic weapon to cut costs, to work smarter, and to make it way harder for new competitors to even enter the game. But this digital wave, it's not lifting all boats equally. In fact, it's causing a huge split in the industry. It's creating two very, very different futures for the breakfast shops we all know and love. So you have two pots forming. On one side, you've got the large chains. They're using data to expand into all-day dining, trying to push that average order price way up, towards 80 or even 120 TWD. On the other side, you have the smaller, independent shops. They're doubling down on what makes them special, becoming the go-to experts in one thing, like maybe having the best handmade chili sauce in the neighborhood. Okay, so we've seen the problem, we've seen the solution, and we've seen the big split it's causing. So what does this all mean for the future of our morning meal? Well, the good news for competition, for the little guy, is that this tech is getting cheaper and cheaper. A POS system that used to cost a fortune can now just run on a tablet for a few $1,000s. This really helps to level the playing field. It allows newer, smaller shops to use smart digital tools and actually challenge the big, established brands. So when you boil it all down, the most important takeaway is this. That app on your phone, it's not just for ordering a sandwich. It's a lifeline. It's a tool in a desperate fight to escape that brutal, low-profit, red ocean of competition that has defined this industry for 40 years. And that leaves us with one final question. Something to think about the next time you're scanning that QR code. Is your go-to spot adapting? Is it specializing and finding its own way in this new era? Or Is it going to get left behind? The battle for breakfast is on, and it's happening one digital order at a time.
喜欢这种学习方式，欢迎订阅我的频道，让我们一起用下一个10分钟，把商业英文变简单。